It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're running it back.
Dolphins got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Here we go.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tua to throw right away. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Brought down at the 20.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, McCaffrey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Tua going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Delay of game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still fourth down.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
From midfield, here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Tua now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play from the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Purdy. Flush to his right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 5 now. Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 10. Purdy. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The kick by Gold is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. That's complete left side to Gray.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. They got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they have to let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite of a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On the double. Hey, left. Come on, man. Strike it.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's got room. take this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They'll send a receiver in motion left. In motion goes the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's go.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Purdy now to throw. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
From the 6.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go. Right, 97.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Tua.
Out to his left.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. third down. Here's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
So Tua and the Dolphins
down 13-7. A little over 50 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Tua. And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Now Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Tagovailoa.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Allen, the man in motion right. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd and 7, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen, the man in motion left. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They're going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And his throw here is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ready. Fight,
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun, it's Tua. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
This will be from 49 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Brandon Jones. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Slot man moves right. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delayed game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. In motion right comes Allen. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delayed game, offense.
So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Still 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down. J.K. Scott in formation.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 29. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers have regained the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
2 to Tyreek for the Miami first.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 10 seconds.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ready. Good.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mostert. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, they can carry that into the locker room at the half. They'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14.
Chargers 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual, because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll send Williams in motion right. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separate. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Now, hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And the slot man goes in motion left. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run for it with Eckler. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack in the game, and he did have a chance of connecting
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, 43 yards. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Miami set to take over. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Tua going to throw.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. Dolphins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Tua on 4th down.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Williams, the man in motion left. From the 35 on second down. Herbert, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Clausen. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Tua to try again on second down. Open net is Waddle complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Tua now on first down. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, it's not a comeback killer, but a huge obstacle with time running down. Still time left for the comeback because they haven't hit the 2-minute warning. But a long way now to get to the first down marker, and you know that defense is charged up.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Allen, the man in motion right. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hill on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So Tua and the Dolphins down 21-17. A minute 47 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua.
And incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Tagovailoa.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect him to try to get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a good call there that brings up 4th.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. That's caught by Wilson.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The slot man in motion right.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Herbert.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. They'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
40 yards.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Here's Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Slot man moves right. Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The slot man in motion right. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.